So I'm delighted to be with Saam Lowni from Merryoaks, our regular mortgage broker. Sam, you're going to be on the panel, but before the panel, you're going to be talking about how not to screw up your funding application. So what should some people, take away from the presentation? Because I know it's going to be some minor things, or what people may assume minor could really impact your leverage, could impact who you're going to get funding from.
Absolutely. So we run applications all day, every day for borrowers. These are typically investors and developers. That's the vast majority of all the people that we work with. And unfortunately, from time to time, with all the best will in the world, and some fantastic people, really, really good people, salt of the earth people, nothing wrong with their character, or their drive and ambition and all those things. But unfortunately, they get themselves into a little bit of a pickle because they cannot prove a few things, or they do certain things that get their credit file, for example. They find blemishes on it because maybe they didn't pay a parking fine at some point, or maybe they didn't pay a water bill, and then they moved house. Those sorts of things can get you into hot water. There's other things like liquidations as well, like business people, investors, developers. They are business people. They do try to open new businesses that don't necessarily succeed. In America, it's totally fine. Everyone applauds that sort of behavior. Over here, it's a little bit more of a sin, unfortunately. I'm somewhere in the middle. I don't think it's obviously good to do that sort of thing, but it happens, right? And as long as you're not doing anything untoward, which 99% of the people aren't, it's okay for businesses to go into liquidation, voluntary liquidation especially. But you just got to make sure that it's wound up correctly. And sometimes that doesn't happen. You got to make sure that the company that you hired to do the liquidation will be supportive of providing any evidence to make sure that it's been wound up correctly or in the best possible way, which will give your funders a lot of comfort that you're not going to suddenly do that with the next company that you're working with. And then there's other things like KYC. There's loads of things. We'll go into more detail. But there's some KYC stuff as well, like proof of address. You just need to make sure that you've got all of these ducks lined up. Otherwise, unfortunately, you won't get access to the best funding, meaning the best leverage, the best pricing, the fastest turnaround times. They won't be available to you, and you'll be more upset.
So Sam, so date is 25th of April, depending on when you're listening to this. So key date 25th of April. Sam, in terms of your pedigree, in terms of lending and funding, how have you been involved for people who've not come across you before?
I've been in property for over 20 years as an investor, developer, landlord, lender. Started out as an estate agent. I'm now a finance broker, and I continue to grow my own property portfolio across the country. And I absolutely love what I do.
Sam, I just want to say massive thanks for taking time out this afternoon or whenever you're listening to this video and on the 25th of April. Sam, thank you.